Hello everyone, my name is Heal Please Heal. I also go by Costin because, well, that's my real name. I wanted to do a podcast slash video for you guys today focusing on streaming and the whole general concept of it. I call this the GoLive Podcast because the intention here is to help people go live and understand that there's a lot of difficulties in streaming when it comes to this type of community. It is a very difficult approach. Not everyone is always going to be the best on stream. Not everyone is always going to be the most talkative. Not everyone is always going to be the most animated. And the thing is that even though myself, I don't have hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions of people watching or subscribed or anything of that nature, as a 36-year-old man, I've been able to identify what works and what doesn't. I've been able to see how people get burned out. I've been able to see the tips and tricks that people give. I've been able to see what works and what doesn't depending on the type of age bracket that people are in. There has been a lot of observation when it comes to streaming, and this is the intention behind this. Now, this episode is not here to give you a hook. I'm just doing a mere introduction of myself. I've been streaming for about 4 to 5 years consistently on Twitch. I've been enjoying myself. I've been trying to find what exactly is best suited for my performance or my ability. I've been on YouTube as well. I started on YouTube before Twitch. We're doing Let's Plays. I've been starting to do more creative videos when I was big with Sea of Thieves. And to be honest with you, there's been a lot of learning and drastically changing and seeing what works and what doesn't and what failed and what hasn't failed, and the patience. That is one of the biggest aspects, is patience. But the thing is whenever I stream and somebody asks me about a streaming question, I'm somebody who's very passionate about it. And I felt that today is a very good day to actually do this introduction video, and I'll tell you why. Because at this point in time, since this morning, I've been in a bit of a funk. And it happens so often towards anyone and everyone who's in the streaming community or content development community. You will get funks in your life. And if you haven't experienced one yet, I hate to say it, you may get one sometime down the line. But it's how you're able to move on, how you're able to progress from funks such as this. Because there are some times where you look at other people and see what they're doing, and it puts you in kind of a bad mental state. Sometimes you see people who have tremendous amount of communities, and it puts you in a terrible state. Sometimes you will see people who are on panels. You'll see people who have hundreds of people in their community interacting, or say that they've stopped this, but they started this, and they have a great community again. There's always going to be a time where you look at somebody and you run that comparison game. Regardless of how many times you say, don't do it, don't do that, don't run comparison, who cares about what other people are doing, focus on your product, it's going to happen. And sometimes that comparison game can be truly extremely detrimental to you. And the thing is that in the end, you need to understand that you need to stand up and progress with what it is you enjoy doing. The concept behind the Go Live podcast here, that's going to be on video format as well on our YouTube channel, Heal Please Heal, is going to be helping you understand the streaming community, helping you understand the streaming aspect, seeing the difficulties that some people have gone through, seeing the rewards that some people have gone through, seeing failures, and seeing patience. Because I find in the streaming world, there's not much of that. There's not much patience when it comes to people because they want everything right away. There's not much when it comes to failure because people are scared to fail, but without realizing that failure can lead to greatness. There's a lot that I feel a lot of people have a tendency of not communicating properly in the streaming world. There are a lot of great people who are doing tips and tricks for streaming, 100%. But guess what? I am somebody who is realistic. I will tell you the truth. And the truth being that streaming is not as easy as you may think it is. Some people can say, oh my God, take advantage of the algorithm. Do this and do that and do this. It's so easy. I did it. I don't care. The problem is that's not realistic for a lot of people. The problem is that you're hooking people in, you're trying to give them a purpose and a reason why to follow your exact protocols. And yes, it does help when somebody has the time, the consistency, and the dedication and the want to drive to do it. Yes, it does. But for many other individuals who don't have that allocated time or have not seen that growth, doing exactly what you've done, not being able to see the growth and spurt there can considerably demotivate them from in this business. And the concept here that I want to run in the Go Live podcast is to tell you that, yeah, you can do it. but you have to understand there's time and dedication and consistency that you have to put in this, and it's going to be a pain in the ass. But if you're willing to try, and you're willing to fail, and you're willing to have patience, and you're willing to have a bit of luck on your side, you can go a long way. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Heal Please Heal. My real name is Costin. I don't know why I'm switching that. I really should not be switching that. It's Costin. I also go by Heal Please Heal. There we go. But regardless of that, I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this. If you have any streaming questions, please do me a favor. Let me know in the comments below. I can feature them in my other future episodes as well and answer some questions for you guys. Because in all reality, understand, don't look at this as a way of getting information from somebody who is overly successful in the streaming industry. No. Take this in a way of somebody who is of age, who understands and can realize when they're burnt out, who can identify when they need to take a break, somebody who can identify when you would rather do this and have the best energy to do that, someone who's able to speak on the microphone and on the camera and be comfortable with it because of things I've done to make me comfortable with it. It's not for everyone, but I want to help people as well. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. You can find us on all your listening podcast ways, because I'm pretty much taking this episode or this show and transitioning it to where I had yet. I'm explaining that very badly. Regardless, you can find us everywhere, and we'll see you from there. So ladies and gentlemen, from me to you, make sure to heal. Please heal. And remember, go live.